Everything you want to know about testosterone same-age hormone balance and why low fat is a bad idea. I believe that the debate about health excludes how important our hormones are for our health. Knowledge about hormone balance especially but is not present. Hormone balance and women are more common. It is a male sex hormone that makes you the man you are. Especially for us 50+. Testosterone and strength muscle mass in men falls on average by 35 to 40% from the age of 20 to 80 years. Many older men are very weak. The key to good health: mass surplus, stay healthy, good mood, a good and strong heart, keep a stable weight, no weight gain with increased fat storage. It is and keeps testosterone levels stable. A lot of driving, sofa wear, sitting too much behind a computer screen, then you are doomed to a reduction in your hormones. Alding accelerates. Low testosterone levels increase the risk of inflammation, which is the biggest risk of accelerating the disease. It becomes a vicious circle that gets harder and harder and turns. The risk of cancer, especially prostate and heart problems, increases with many years of too low testosterone levels. Weight gain due to increased fat tissue lowers your values a lot. Weight gain because you for increased muscle mass will, in turn, have a positive effect. Increased muscle mass after 50 years is one of the best you can get. If you train strength and increase the volume of the chest and go down to the abdomen, then you are on the right path. Your test values will increase a lot with reduced adipose tissue and more muscle mass. The good news here is that it's never too late to start. Even if you are 80+ and change your lifestyle and increase muscle mass and reduce fat tissue, your body will start producing more hormones. My motto is, as long as the heart pump beats, it is never too late. With normal and good hormone balance, the mitochondria will not dim so much. Increased strength training and more muscle mass, many more good mitochondria. Good oxygen uptake is a sign of healthy mitochondria. In inflammation, the mitochondria dim and the spiral only increases, the test values fall, oxygen uptake decreases, the general condition deteriorates. Cell mutations can occur. Without a sufficient amount of essential fat in the diet, as mentioned, several biochemical processes in the body will suffer. Essential fatty acids are needed to drive normal hormone function and production, and too little fat in the diet can, in the worst case, lead to hypogonadism, a condition in which the testicles and ovaries do not produce enough hormones, which in turn can result in sterility. Low dietary fat intake also leads to larger amounts of SHGB, sex hormone binding globulin. SHGB binds steroid hormones, including testosterone and estrogen, and prevents these hormones from doing the job they are supposed to. Increased fat intake, on the other hand, reduces the amount of SHGB, which results in a greater amount of free hormones. Hormones affect our mood, weight, well-being, and intestinal health. You can significantly affect your health by having balanced hormones and intestinal bacteria, even if other things should be out of order in your body. Likewise, hormones and intestinal bacteria have a greater impact on health than many are aware of. If hormones and intestinal bacteria are in disarray, it can create great harm to the rest of the body, even if you live a healthy life and eat supplements. For example, studies have been done on how hormones can cure brain trauma. Hormones are therefore powerful in our lives, even though all we have in the body together barely fill a thimble. Omega-3, get more fish oil. Omega-3 fatty acids in fish oil can increase metabolism. Studies show that fish oil causes the body to use more energy. Did you know that there is a strong positive correlation between higher fat intake and free testosterone, and a strong negative correlation between high protein intake and free testosterone? Low fat intake and high protein intake will in many cases result in lower amounts of free testosterone. The building blocks of our hormones are fats and cholesterol. If you are deficient in these dietary factors, it can lead to hormonal problems. The human body consists of about 97% saturated and monounsaturated fats, with only 3% polyunsaturated fats. Half of the 3% is omega-3 fatty acids, and the balance must be there. Vegetable oils contain very high levels of polyunsaturated fats, and since the 1950s, these oils have replaced many of the sources of saturated fats in our diets. The body needs fat to rebuild cells and hormone production and uses the building blocks we give it. When we give it a high concentration of polyunsaturated fat instead of the proportion it needs, the body has no choice but to incorporate this fat into the cells during cell repair and cell formation. The problem is that polyunsaturated fats are very unstable and oxidize easily in the body, if they have not already oxidized during the treatment or by light exposure while it is on the shelves in the store. This oxidized fat leads to inflammation and mutation in the cells. Be careful with chemically altered fats you find in vegetable oil, peanut oil, rapeseed oil, soybean oil, margarine or other types of chemically altered fats. Choose fats like coconut oil, real butter, olive oil, not heated. And animal fats, tallow, lard, from healthy sources instead, and eat lots of omega-3 fish. I myself love and take coconut oil, several tablespoons a day, especially after heavy strength training. Grape sugar and coconut oil do wonders. And a glass of cold-pressed olive oil, virgin. Morning and night. Together with my carotenoid supplements. B6 and zinc and magnesium. And polyphenols. No bacteria or virus will be able to get through my cell membrane. Coconut oil is fabulous for our hormone health. It can help reduce inflammation, contribute to weight loss, and has antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. To give yourself good hormone support, consume up to 1 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil a day. Feel free to mix it in coffee or tea and use the best quality you can find. That is, organic. Coconut oil offers a myriad of health benefits in addition to being environmentally friendly, easy to obtain and natural. 92% saturated fat is found in coconut oil and most are medium-chain fatty acids. The body does not store this and it is easily absorbed into the cell and released as energy. Known for improving nutrient uptake, easily digestible, makes vitamins and minerals more accessible to the body. 1 in 5 men over the age of 60 has too low a level of the sex hormone testosterone. This often leads to depression, fatigue, and decreased sex drive. Testosterone levels may be an indication of male health. Testosterone deficiency is often associated with other diseases. Testosterone deficiency can lead to disease, and disease can lead to testosterone deficiency. Low levels reduce muscle mass and increase body fat, which increases the risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, abdominal obesity, and type 2 diabetes. This in turn can lead to cardiovascular disease, as well as stroke. The man is more prone to heart attack and death at low testosterone levels. The risk of getting a hormone deficiency is greater if you already have another disease. Recently, research has been done on the connection between cardiovascular disease and testosterone deficiency. Low levels of testosterone are often found in men who, for example, have cardiovascular disease, depression, age-related diabetes, rheumatism, or chronic lung disease. Testosterone treatment is currently associated with very few risks. There are no studies that suggest that men with high testosterone levels in the blood have an increased risk of prostate cancer, nor that treatment with testosterone increases the risk of prostate cancer. The level of testosterone is largely genetically determined, 6.7, but is also affected by diet, amount and dose of exercise, and by psychosocial factors. Testosterone synthesis is stimulated by high-quality protein, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and saturated fat. Reduced after consuming high glycemic foods, sugar, sweets, refined grains, and alcohol. Carbohydrate sources that have little effect on blood sugar and thus insulin secretion from the pancreas, vegetables, berries, fruits, have little effect on testosterone production. High insulin levels lead to reduced production of testosterone, possibly also an increased level of cortisol and/or thyroid hormones. Men who, for example, watch a football match and like the sport, get higher testosterone levels if the team wins than if they lose, and the level rises in association with women who reciprocate the attention and vice versa. Testosterone levels can therefore act as an indicator of perceived social status. High status provides more testosterone than subjects, while low status reduces the level. There are also opposite effects here. A man with a lot of testosterone tends to seek leadership roles, which in turn contributes to increased testosterone levels. A heterosexual man who is popular with women both feels and becomes more virile. The same, of course, applies to gays. 30% of all men aged 40 to 79 years have a testosterone deficiency. Aging, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, fatigue, anemia, decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, potency problems, and increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Among psychological cognitive contexts, lack has a clear connection with depressive thoughts, reduced energy, feeling of vitality and well-being, reduced thinking power and memory. Other deficiency symptoms are decreased muscle mass, increased fat mass, and reduced bone density, osteoporosis. A diet that promotes an optimal hormone balance, often combined with testosterone and other hormones in deficiency situations, contributes to both a healthier and longer life with a greatly reduced likelihood of developing diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, or autoimmune disease. An optimal hormone balance increases the probability that one can experience old age with a good physical and cognitive performance for life. So my opinion is quite clear. There is a strong link between heart disease, blood vessels with plaque, inelastic blood vessels, and testosterone levels. Your genes have a lot to say, for how much or little you have, but your genes are not your destiny. You can influence your genes based on how you choose and live your life. One thing I have found out is that men who struggle with snoring may have lower prod of testosterone. To all women, if your husband struggles with snoring, it can cause other problems. The constant breathing stops make you wake up from sleep through the night. This reduces the amount of deep sleep that is so important for health. This affects the potency. The brain is not long enough in deeper sleep, and it inhibits growth hormones. It results in lower androgen production, which in turn results in lower testosterone. Erectile dysfunction in men with sleep problems is due not only to fatigue but also to an imbalance in hormones. In addition, high blood pressure may play a role in impotence. Thanks for watching.